Ben Spector here with Super Bowl 42 champion David Tyree with the New York Giants. And David, I got to ask you about the catch.
Sure.
What was going through your mind when you saw Eli Manning's jersey get tugged on the field?
I mean, I'm probably still running my route when he first gets tugged. By the time I turn around, he's under duress. But it was great to see him pop out, lock eyes for a little bit, find some open space, and he gave me a chance. And that's all you could ever ask for somebody in my position is a chance. But remind me of those good old Troy Nunes days with that wild scramble and tossing it up. So, just kind of, it was special to be in position, help my team win a championship.
It seems like anybody that talks about the catch says that the worst thing a quarterback can do is throw it across their body over the middle of the field. Did that thought cross your mind a little after the fact, thinking, why did he do that? But ultimately it worked?
Never did it cross my mind. The ball was coming to me, and I need every opportunity as a special teams guy. I don't get too many of those. So, no, I think when you're in those positions, you want to make a play for your team. You can't say that it was a smart throw, but it was a gutsy throw. And, for me, limited opportunities, you're just trying to high point that ball, come down with it, and that's really all you're thinking about.
After that play, there was a timeout, and there were some questions as to whether or not you actually did make the catch. So What was that process like? What were those conversations?
I never had a question of whether I caught it or not. Honestly, I didn't know it was on my helmet. I can tell you that much. I had no clue. I remember securing the ball. I felt like one of my hands slipped off it. I got it back on there and held it in tight. And it was about as competitive a play as you could imagine with Rodney Harrison, one of the best ever to do it. And it was no question for me. But I'm so locked into the moment, and I've had good performances and lost. So until it's 0-0-0, you're just locked in.
Yeah, what was that feeling like when the clock did hit triple zeros and the confetti came down?
It was special because, victory formation is, that's when the game's sealed up. I'm actually the receiver that's sitting in the back in formation, so I just dropped to my knees. And it was overwhelming. It was an emotional year, turbulent year, losing my mom a month and a half before the Super Bowl. To be able to have my greatest performance, slightly outdid Virginia Tech in the Dome. But, aside from that, it was greatest performance and experience that any athlete could ever imagine, beating the undefeated Patriots.
So that has to be number one. You caught the touchdown and the helmet catch in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm about to say, it was a touchdown in the Super Bowl, a go-ahead in the fourth quarter. I'm feeling like I just hit the lottery. So to actually make this helmet catch, this historic, iconic moment, it was a gift from God, and that's the way I try to steward it.
What's it like handling the publicity from the helmet catch after the fact? I mean, we're still talking about it nearly 2 decades afterwards. So What's that like?
Honestly, I think I tried to I made the decision it's got to work for me at this stage. Now a few years into being more of an entrepreneur, launched the Catch Camp at Super Bowl last year in Arizona. We're going to be doing some investing and fundraising around that. Excited to have a Catch the Moment podcast that we've launched. So really, now that I'm kind of out of the sports ecosystem, was working with the Giants in the front office and player development, just letting the catch be a part of the storytelling phase, and we're excited about that with DT3 Enterprises. So it's a story that continues to inspire. I think we're talking about arriving to a significant moment. Everybody wants to do that in their life, but there's some build-up and the price to pay to get there.
Now, David, to wrap things up, I couldn't help but notice you're wearing the ring from Super Bowl 42.
Yeah, the rings and things.
Show it off to the camera.
That's what they said. The rings and things they sing about, bring them out.
Is that something you wear all the time or only for special occasions?
Only for special occasions. I'm too nervous about losing it, man. I'm like, I clutch my fist with it on my No, it's only for special occasions. I've never been a jewelry guy. These hands been beat up catching balls through the years, special teams, fingers and helmets. So I don't have hands for jewelry.
Thanks so much, David. Really appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Go Cuse.